There's just something special about taking a classic recipe and turning it into something even more comforting. And today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're making carrot cake cinnamon rolls. Here are the ingredients we will use to make our carrot cake cinnamon roll dough. I'm doubling the recipe because I want to share some with two of my sisters, so I have to make a little bit more. We'll start with 5 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 1/2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a cup of whole milk, a 1/2 cup of unsalted butter, a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and 1 1/2 cups of grated carrots, along with a 1/2 cup of crushed pineapple and 1 large egg. Now I'm going to pull together my wet ingredients first. And you know I always get my milk and my yeast in one container, feed it with some sugar, and so that's where we'll start today. And please forgive my voice. I am having a slight head cold. You know, one of the children brought it home so graciously to me, and I accepted it, and now I have a cold. So we're fighting through the cold, but we're doing okay. Now it's been about 5 minutes, and the sugar, yeast, and milk has bloomed. So let's go ahead and get the rest of our ingredients, or at least our wet ingredients, mixed together. So I'm going to go ahead and crack my egg over in my melted butter. And I have let my butter cool. Yep, that's my egg. So I'm going to crack that egg over into the melted butter because the butter has cooled. I want to mix that a little bit, and then we're going to get all of our wet ingredients pulled together. Now that that's stirred up just a little bit, I just wanted to break the yolk and get the white just kind of mixed in there. I'm going to measure out my pineapple. I'm going to use crushed pineapple, juice and everything for this recipe. So I'm using my 1/4 cup measuring cup, and I've just put in 2 scoops of that crushed pineapple. Now I'm going to add my 1.5 cups of carrots. So you know this is going to be a wet dough because all of these veggies going in and the juice and all the things, it's going to be nice and moist. We'll get this mixed together to make this delicious dough because it's packed with freshly grated carrots, a little crushed pineapple for sweetness and moisture, and just the right blend of spices to give it that true carrot cake flavor. You can already smell it. It's warm, it's inviting, and it feels like home. Now let's go ahead and add our flour. I'm going to start by adding 4 of my cups of flour. And you'll notice that I'm doing this all by hand. I'm using my Danish whisk. You can certainly use your stand mixer and use a dough attachment for that. But I'm just doing it by hand because I'm trying to get this done before I go to church this morning. So we're going to get this mixed together. And depending on how sticky it is, I'll add more flour as needed. Now I'm going to take my time and mix all of these ingredients well together, making sure that the flour is incorporated. And like I said, this is going to be a sticky dough because of all of the wet ingredients that we put in. Of course, we can always make up for that moistness that's in the dough that we may not want by adding just a little bit additional flour in our kneading. So I'm putting down about a 1/2 cup of flour, and I'll knead that into our dough when I'm kneading. And this is my favorite part. Well, at least one of my favorite parts, kneading my dough. This kind of helps me to work off any anxiety that I may have, and it is pleasing to know that I'm working it in love, getting this prepared for my family. So, like I said, I like to start by flouring my surface just enough so that dough don't stick, and if the dough is sticky, we'll add a little bit more Then, look at that texture. We'll go ahead and get this in a greased bowl. Let me clean up my area just a little bit. We're going to get this into a greased bowl. Didn't start out greased. I'm going to spray it with my avocado spray and then get it into the bowl. Spray it a little bit more because we don't want this dough to dry out. And I'm going to go ahead and cover it with a clean towel. We'll let it sit for an hour and rise. Now it has risen, doubled in size, and I'm going to go ahead and punch that down like we do with all risen dough, and we're going to get this rolled out. It feels pretty good. It's still a little wet for my liking, so I'm going to get some flour down on my surface, and we're going to turn it out. Look at it. It really is a nice dough. Slightly tacky, but beautifully elastic. That's exactly what we want. Now we're going to roll this out. I'm just going to pat it out. I'm not going to use my rolling pin. I'm going to pat it out into a rectangle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing in my kitchen ever is, but we're aiming for something so that our rolls will bake up nice and consistent. So, as I'm pulling this together, you can see the little flecks of carrot and spice throughout the dough. That's where all the flavor is hiding. Now, this looks just about right. I'm going to sift a little flour on it so that it won't stick to my hands, and I can spread it out just a little bit more. I want the dough to be just about a 1/4 inch thick all the way around and as much of a rectangle as I can get. So I'm just kind of working it out so that it will look like and feel like a rectangle. And once I get it to the place that I'm comfortable with it, then we can go ahead and get the filling. So let's talk about the filling, because this is where the magic really happens. Now I've got some softened butter here, and I'm going to spread it over the entire surface. You see, I'm putting it in little dollops all over so that I can spread it out. And I'm using my little brush, my handy dandy brush, and I'm going to put on this thick layer of butter. Don't be shy with it, because you know everything is better with butter. This is what gives us that rich, melt in your mouth texture. I'm going to get it as evenly spread over the dough as I possibly can. And then I'm going to go in with my brown sugar. So let's get our butter spread on. I like to carry it all the way to the top and the bottom edges because I'm going to roll this dough out longwise. Now let's get the brown sugar and our spices. I like using brown sugar because it adds that deep caramel-like sweetness that pairs perfectly with these spices and the spices in the dough, because I've used the same spices with the brown sugar as I used with the dough. Speaking of spices, I've added a little cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of allspice, just to bring everything together. Then, when we're finished putting this brown sugar on, we'll finish it off with some chopped nuts. You can use pecans or walnuts, whatever your family likes. They add that crunch that offers that carrot cake feel. Now we're going to gently press that into the dough so that it can stay put when we roll it up. Now here comes the fun part. My footage of rolling it up got deleted, so I'm going to insert a video of me rolling up another type of cinnamon roll. And I'll link this video just above so that you can know which which cinnamon roll I was rolling up. This is the technique that I use. I just roll it onto itself as tightly as I can, and then I pinch the edges. I try to make sure that it is well sealed so all the goodness that I put in the roll won't come out. So when I go to cut it, it cuts clean and I turn it over to the seamed side and I go ahead and get it cut. Now we're back to our carrot cake cinnamon roll. This is the fun part for me. I can't wait to see what that swirl looks like that's formed on the inside. Okay, I've prepared a small pan for one of my sisters because I'm going to give this and another one. I'll make another small pan for another one of my sisters. Now for the cutting. You can use a knife. And I've only used a knife maybe one other time. And that was when I made the apple pie cinnamon rolls. And that was because the apples were in it. But you can use a knife, but I love using a piece of dental floss. It gives you a clean cut without squishing the rolls. Just slide it underneath, cross it over the top, and pull. Super easy, and there you go. Perfect little rolls. And look at the swirl. So one of the small pans is complete. And we'll keep cutting these and placing them onto our baking dish. This is for my family. Giving them just a little bit of space because they're going to rise and fill in beautifully. Now, before we bake these, we're going to let them rise again, and this is where they get that soft, pillowy texture. So I'm going to cover these and let them rise for 30 minutes. Then I will put them in a preheated 375-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, and you should smell this house. The kitchen is filled with sweet, cozy scents of cinnamon, warm spices, and a little bit of love in every swirl. Let's talk about the finishing touch, because this is where you can really make these your own. You can go in with a rich, buttery caramel sauce, something that soaks down into all of those layers. Or you can keep it classic with a smooth, tangy cream cheese icing that melts right over the top. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either one of those. While they're still warm, I'm going to go ahead and pour the caramel sauce I made with simple butter, brown sugar, and a little bit of heavy whipping cream, a pinch of salt, and some vanilla. And then for my cream cheese frosting, I've added just a little bit of cream cheese and powdered sugar. Really easy. This one I wanted to make orange because I'm adding this to my brunch table for Easter. And there's something special about recipes like this. Taking a classic carrot cake and turning it into something soft, gooey, and made for sharing. Whether you're making these for a Sunday morning, a holiday table, or just because your heart needed something homemade today, I hope this reminds you how simple it can be to create a moment that brings people together. From my kitchen to yours, thank you for spending this time with me. If you try these carrot cake cinnamon rolls, I'd truly love to hear how they turned out for you. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your people, and don't forget there's always room for something sweet. Be blessed. Bye.